This is how much of an influence you guys had over here on us, and you guys probably didn't even know it. Like, for an example, when we first saw Style Wars,
Yeah.
we saw Wild Style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a matter of fact, Alex, if you could bring up a clip, I kind of want to walk us through it. Our first clip, okay? It has no audio, but after that, pause it, and then we're gonna ask him to pretty much elaborate on the video that we're watching. Okay. Here we go, right here.
Yep.
Okay.
That's me. That's Lenny Len right there. That's my cousin.
Okay, so that's not you right there.
Wait, I can't even see from here. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
that's
with
me.
the
I'm
white
sorry.
pants. Okay.
Yep.
Now, right there, what kind of shoes are you wearing? Are you wearing Chucks?
I think those are probably, I can't see. I need my glasses.
It's okay.
Pause it. I think those are Pro-Keds. I think they're Pro-Keds.
Okay. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I think they're Pro-Keds.
How old were you right there?
If we filmed that in 81, I was 15.
Oh, shit. Oh, because you were in high school already.
Yeah, I mean, for
Now,
the amount of times I would show up.
Now, here's something that a lot of people may not ask you, or may have, but I don't know. How were you able to get into that documentary?
It was because of my guy, Take One. So do you see the dude in the background with the white hat to your left? Right behind me on my right. But that's Take One. Take One knew Henry Chalfant. And because Take One was a graffiti writer.
Okay.
Take One was a Dominican and Puerto Rican brother, and from Washington Heights in New York.
Okay.
So I knew Take One because I had lived in Manhattan for like 4 years.
Okay.
And when these people got arrested on the subway in Manhattan for fighting when they were actually breaking and battling, it came out in a newspaper, and Henry Chalfant had asked Take...
Stop it right there. Press pause, please. I need to say something about that. When I saw this documentary and I saw you hold that card up, I was telling Thoro this earlier. I said, for me, Crazy Legs took that shit to a whole nother level. Like, this fool had a business card. That's how serious he was about it. That's the way I took it.
But I was inspired by hearing that the organization had their membership cards. So, but the only difference is, I don't know how they made theirs, if they sent them out to get them printed. I actually made mine in school, in junior high school, in printing shop.
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, I forgot. What was the other thing I was saying before that?
My apologies. It's just that right there, that, believe it or not, I don't know why, but that meant a lot to me because it showed me that you took your crap very serious.
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely.
So to me, that was dope. Finish playing it, and then we'll go to the next one afterwards.
Just so you know, we had 2 cards.
Okay.
So we had another crew for doing dirt.
Oh, okay.
And that was called the Yoke City Mob.
The Yoke City
So
Mob.
I made different cards for that, for the people who would do, like, dirt.
Okay.
And yes, I made two versions of cards.
Now, since I'm a collector and I like to collect a lot of shit, do you still have any of those original cards?
I have one left.
One left.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe one day when I go, you show it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You can stop it right there. Okay. We'll go on to the next one in a minute. But that right there, man, as a kid, that meant a lot to me. That was like 1983, if I'm correct.
No, before that.
So
when we filmed that, it was 81.
81 then.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was early 81.
But the release date said 83.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we filmed that in 81 because we had, so when we battled them in Queens at a place called United States of America.
Okay.
And, for me, if you go to someone else's neighborhood, you know that you're going to be outnumbered crowd-wise. And when they asked who won, they declared it a tie. So I always thought to myself, like, wait a second, I'm in your neighborhood and it's a tie? That's a win to me. How the hell am I going to be in your neighborhood and it's a tie? It makes no sense at all. So we got into that movie because Henry Chalfant, the documentary, because Henry Chalfant wanted to do something on graffiti, but also wanted to feature, or he asked Take One, like, you know what this stuff is? This breaking stuff or rocking. And Take One says, yeah, I know the best people in the city. So he brought me and Frosty Freeze down because Frosty Freeze also used to write graffiti. We all used to write graffiti. It's like in Wild Style. We're all graffiti writers. And he brought us down there. We did a demo and he told us he was working on the doc. And then he said he wanted to film us. So I said, hey, well, we're going to battle this crew out in Queens. Why don't you come film us?
Oh, okay.
So I asked, in effect, I gave Dynamic Rockers their first gig because it could have been just Rocksteady. They didn't ask. They didn't say, let's film Dynamic.
Right.
I was like, yo, let's just catch us, smoke these dudes,
Right.
And then after that battle, in August, I wanted to do it in neutral ground. So we did it at Lincoln Center.
Okay.
So now I'm giving them their second gig.
Wow.
We invited them to battles there, and that was just a smoke show, completely demolished them. And I don't say that from like a biased perspective of us, but because I love the art so much.
Yes.
Same way with fighting. Hey, if I lose a fight, I can admit it. It's okay. If I lose a b-boy battle, I can admit that shit too. But if you lost, if I smoked you, yeah, I'm gonna take pride in that shit.
Yeah.
So that was on August 15th or 16th of 1981.
Okay.
And I still have the flyer from that.
Wow. Okay, now Rocksteady, the name.
Yep.
How did that come about?
So there were two stories out there. The first one was debunked, which I thought was true, but that was only because I wasn't at the time in contact with the original founders of Rocksteady, so I took the word of someone else. And when I eventually bumped into Jimmy D, who was the original president, and Jimmy Lee, they gave me, so I went to go visit Jimmy Lee. He was on a little vacation. He's still on vacation.
Okay.
Since '83, he's been on vacation.
Okay.
So when I went to go visit him, he told me his version. I'm like, wow, that doesn't match up with what this other dude told me. And I'm not even going to throw the other dude under the bus because at the end of the day, he's still one of the original members, and I'm not here to trash anyone like that.
Right.
But then when I eventually bumped into Jimmy D, now he ended up doing like 25 years in the Navy.
Oh.
Yeah, he went away. And these are like two dudes who were notorious stick-up kids.
Yeah.
And but they started this crew Rocksteady. And they told me that, all right, so Jimmy D said, of course, the dance was also called rocking. And they would always tell Jimmy D and Jimmy Lee, like, yo, you guys stay steady battling, man.
Oh, okay.
So they put Rocksteady together and formed Rocksteady Crew.
Okay. How did Up Rocking start?
You know what? That wasn't